Mainit na hapon sa inyo, mga ka-Inglesero. Mainit pa rin. 40, 45, ganyan ang temperature dito sa amin. Pero sige lang, ituloy pa rin natin ang mag-usap. Maganda nga para nandito tayo at manood na lang, mag-aral na lang muna habang naghihintay na lumamig yung araw. Kaya itong muli ang ating Ingleserong Igorot at welcome kayo dito sa ating channel. Ituloy natin yung ating pinag-usapan mula dun sa nakaraang video. Ang ating topic ay tungkol sa noun. At dun sa naunang video, pinag-usapan natin kung ano ang definition ng noun. At ngayon ay meron tayong bagong topic na pag-uusapan. Ito, tingnan natin ito ha. Next part on the topic on nouns. Ito yung Basic English 005. Ibig sabihin, ito yung lesson number 5 natin dito sa Basic English series. Lesson 5 at parts of speech 1.2. Nung nakaraan 1.1, yun yung definition of noun. What are nouns? So introduction yun. Ito naman, nouns part 2. Numbers of noun. Bakit may number ba ang noun? Meron. Ito, tingnan natin ha. Singular number. Ayan. Pangalawa, plural number. So, yun yung tinatawag nilang numbers of nouns. A noun is singular in number when it refers to one person, place, or thing. Isa lang. Tingnan natin yung mga halimbawa mamaya para maintindihan natin. Ano. Pangalawa, yung plural naman. A noun is plural in number when it refers to more than one person, place, or thing. Okay. Example kaagad tayo para madaling maintindihan. Here are a few examples before we move on to the seemingly complicated aspects of the numbers of noun. Number 1, singular number, girl, box, potato, thief. Tingnan ninyo ang plural ha, pagkakaiba yung apat. Kasi ito, i-take note ninyo pag-uusapan natin sa mga susunod nating lesson. Girl, yung girl, lagyan mo lang ng S to make it to form the plural. Girls. Box. Anong ginawa? Dinagdagan ng ES. Bakit hindi S lang? Yan yung mga titingnan natin mamaya at doon sa mga susunod na lessons natin. Pag tinanong mga native speakers ulit, sasabihin nila, kasi ganyan talaga eh. That's how it should be. Pero because of observation, nakapag-formulate ang mga non-native speakers na ESL, EAL teachers ng formula kung bakit ES ang idadagdag mo dyan. Ano ang rule? Ano ang formula? Okay? Next, potato. Pwede sanang S lang ang idagdag mo dyan. Bakit nilagyan ng ES? Potatoes. Thief. Ito naman. Yung plural number niya ay thieves. Bakit ginawang V yun tapos dinagdagan ng ES? Okay, tuloy natin. Ang sabi dito sa ibaba, as you noticed, the plural number of 4 of the examples above are different from each other. Magkakaiba. There are different rules that apply with most of the forms of the numbers of nouns, especially in writing. Siyempre naman, kasi kung sinasabi mo lang, hindi naman makilala ka agad kung ano bang spelling nun. Pero dito sa thief, yung thieves, medyo mahalata mo na ibang meaning. Pero dito sa tatlong naunang example, dito sa taas, yung girls, box, yung boxes, medyo mahalata mo. Oops, bakit ES, boxes? Potato, potatoes. Itong dalawa, hindi mo mahalata kung verbal lang. Pero in writing, makikita mo kaagad ito. Okay, sabi niya, however, there are cases that the rules won't apply. And the only way to recognize these differences is to familiarize yourself through constant reading and the use of a reliable dictionary. And this site was also set up with that in mind to help our visitors and readers. Daily reading, even for a few minutes, along with the constant use of new words you learn in your daily conversations, will result in an increase in these words you will be familiar with and retain them in your memory. So talagang kahit anong sabihin mo, practice pa rin ang kailangan. Kung hindi mo ginagamit, parang muscle yan na humihina. Pero kung ginagamit mo, nagpa-practice, kahit hindi ka nagsasalita, kung palabasa ka, you keep on reading English books, English publications, articles, magazines, and of course listening. Kung hindi ka man makapakinig ng mga native speakers na wala kang makausap sa lugar ninyo, anong gawin mo? Makinig ka ng English reading or movies. Huwag kang gumamit ng subtitles. Sanayin mo yung tainga mo. I-train mo by listening only. Not with subtitles because it will only distract your attention. It will end to nothing. You will gain nothing with that. There you go. Now let's go to the next explanation here. In the above examples, there is one basic rule in changing a singular noun into plural. It is by adding a letter S. At yun ang ginawa dun sa first letter, the girl, girls. However, there are singular nouns that follow certain rules when changing them into the plural forms. In this lesson, we will mention the second rule in dealing with the nouns in the English language, and the fourth in the English grammar system. Okay, so ELGR, here is the rule. Most nouns add letter S to their singular to form the plural. Examples. Let's check some examples here. Apple, apples, of course. Bird, birds. Book, books. Song, songs, and so on. So all these ones, all you need to do to form the plural is to add the letter S. How is this rule used when nouns are part of the sentence? This is where this information is needed and useful. The apple is already ripe for harvesting. That is the singular. The apple is already ripe for harvesting. How about the plural? The apples are already ripe for harvesting. So that's the plural with the letter S in there. Next, example number 2. The teacher is preparing her students for competition. Teacher, singular. How about plural? The teachers are preparing their students for the competition. I want you to take notice of this while we are learning, but we're not going to discuss this, but later on, this will be useful. Look at the difference here. This and this and this. When we go to the discussion on verbs, we will discuss more on this. So there's an agreement with this, in that, and between this and this. We will see that later when we move on to the discussion on verbs. We will study the Bible on Sunday. We always study the Bible on Sundays. There you go. So it was Sunday and Sundays. That's the plural. Next, what about the second, third, and fourth nouns in our first example? Right, the second is a box. Third and fourth. Let us take a closer look at the rule that was used on the second noun, box. Here is noun application rule number 3. Okay, ELGR number 5. Nouns ending in S, SH, CH, X, or Z form the plural by adding ES. Ayan. Ayan ang tandaan nyo ha. Pagka ang dulo ng noun ay S, CH, SH, X, or Z. Letter Z sa atin. Z, sabi nila. Ng ibang native speakers or ibang countries ay dagdagan mo lang ng ES. Halimbawa, letter S, yun, dulo niya, class, classes, grass, bus, batch, clutch, ayan, match, bash, hash, ayan yung SH, ito naman yung Z, Z, X, ang dulo. Dinagdagan ng letter ES to form the plural. Okay, again, how is this rule used when nouns are part of the sentence? Ito na. The box is ready for delivery, the singular. The boxes are ready for delivery, sa plural. Your tax is used by the government to provide roads and other services. Our taxes are used by the government to provide roads and other services. The bus is full. All the buses are full, plural. Ito na, yung take note ninyo, ano? Please take note of the different words that were used in the above examples as we will be using them again to explain other parts of speech of the English language in this lesson series. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina na yung box and then is, yung verb, ano, boxes are ready. Yan ang pag-uusapan natin pag nandun na tayo sa pagtalakay sa verb. Okay, dito sa page na ito, sabi niya, so far we have partially covered nouns in this lesson. Let's move on to see other rules in converting singular nouns into their plural forms. Yan ang sa lesson 6, ano, sa susunod na video. Okay, sana may natutuhan kayong muli dito sa ating lesson number 5 in our basic English series dito sa Ingleserong Igrot na makikita din natin doon sa ating website na learning.taawan.com. Okay. So sana may natutuhan kayong muli dito sa ating tinalakay, lesson number 5 of our basic English series. At sa susunod, marami pa tayong matututuhan. Again, this is the Ingleserong Igrot signing off for now. See you in the next video.